I got a question about the regression equation problem on the take-home midterm, so I thought I'd walk you through the one on the practice midterm. These are the scores of 5 randomly selected students on 2 tests in a math class. And we're asked to find the equation of the regression line, treating the score for test 1 as x. And you will always be told which to use as x. Second, we're going to be asked for the slope of the line. We can talk about that once we have the equation. And then finally, we're going to predict the test 2 score for a student who had a score of 80 on test 1. So remember that value of 80 for test 1. We'll begin by entering the data in StatCrunch. We'll use stat, regression, simple linear to compute the equation and make the prediction, as you'll see right now. Okay, I've already typed the data into StatCrunch. Test 1 is in column 1, test 2 is in column 2. To compute the equation and to make the prediction for when x is 80, or the test 1 score is 80, press stat, regression, simple linear. The x variable is test 1, the y variable is test 2, and at the same time I want to make a prediction when x is 80. Press compute, and that's how you get the output. We'll examine that in a moment. Okay, so there's the complete output. You could have scrolled down to see the rest of it. Let's first talk about the equation. The equation can be found in this line here. Test 2 equals ... You can round those to 1, 2, 3 places on the midterm, whatever you'd like. You can copy it down with test 2 and test 1, or you can use y and x in those spots as well. But that is the equation. When we're looking for the slope of the line, we need to refer to the constant being multiplied by x, or in this case test 1. The slope is approximately 1.51 in this example, and it's positive. What that means is that as the test 1 score of a student increases by 1, we can expect their test 2 score to improve by 1.51 points. Finally, predict the test 2 score for a student who had a score of 80 on test 1. By typing 80 into the predict box, I'm able to get the result right away. However, if you jot down the equation, you can do it by hand. Here I've rounded the two constants, and I'm going to substitute 80 for x, and I get a value of 71.2, or to the nearest whole number, a score of 71 for that student. If we look at the StatCrunch output, and we type 80 in for the predicted x value, we can see the predicted y value on the screen, 71.0. The difference between the two approaches is just because of rounding.